Blessed assurance, Jesus is mine. Oh, what a foretaste of glory divine, heir of salvation, purchase of God, born of His Spirit and washed in His blood. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. Perfect submission, all is at rest.
Weren't you, when y'all moved to Florida? Mama was born in Boykin, is that right? You told me you
Yeah.
were born in Boykin right over here.
I was born in Barkin, and we did move to Florida. Daddy was a school bus driver before he died. I can just see myself walking around the house. Went up the doorsteps, went in at the door, and the doctor was sitting at the head of the bed. He said, anybody that comes through this door, I was going to the kitchen. He was sitting in the door. Will need a shot. You talking about somebody getting out of there. I see myself going down them doorsteps and around the house.
That was in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Bradenton. Was it Bradenton or Tampa?
Bradenton, I think.
Wow.
Anyway, we moved back to Georgia. I don't see how Grandma Grimes put up with us that long.
Grandma Grimes.
While y'all were living down there though, what kind of work did Grandpa do? Wasn't he
Drove a school bus, I know.
I thought he worked with the post office down there.
Well, he must have drove the school bus and the post office.
Okay, you said he had two jobs.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened that caused him to die?
Something about appendicitis, dear, and I think
That's right. A lot of people, that's one of the leading causes of death back in those days, was appendicitis. And then after that happened, y'all moved back in with Grandma Grimes.
moved back to.
Tell us about that.
I don't know too much about it.
Well, what you do remember?
Seemed like we stopped on the highway coming back up here, and I don't know where we had a flat tire or what. In 26 or 7, I was about 3 years old. And man, I got some memories about that old lady.
Good?
Some of them. Some of them. They're all good right now because it's been so long. I remember one time, Mama had a bunch of chickens, and they'd just water out. We didn't have grass like everybody has now, and they'd just water out holes in the backyard, you know, and lay eggs too. And she got. I left 2 or 3 little peach tree leaves under the washed out holes that the hens had been in. And she went to fussing about it. She was sitting on the back porch looking at me. And she got to fussing about it, and I went to singing, ain't nobody's business. Mama ought to spank me. I went to singing, ain't nobody nobody's business, and, she got up and hip hopped around there and just swept that whole place because them 3 or 4 leaves was in that
That you
hole.
put in that hole.
It runs in the family, apparently.
That's right.
You know,
That's right.
being a little, yeah,
I remember one time she got after me and Harold, and I went through the fence. We had the plank fence, you know. And Harold, he decided he'd come over it. She called him on top. But she didn't catch me.
so
Harold was, me and Harold was too young, 'cause he was younger than me.
How many years younger?
Just a couple, I reckon.
and then CB was the oldest, and Walter.
She was a little older than me. Then Walter, and then
Yeah.
Clifton.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Clifton.
Uncle Clifton's the oldest. Back in with Grandma. Did your grandpa Grimes die?
Dear, and I don't remember. I do
You
know.
were still a young girl, weren't you?
I was, but I don't remember. I remember Walter and Clifton staying in the room where Grandpa was when Dr. Hayes come by. Then Grandpa wanted him to give him something to just kill him, just get him out of the way.
He wanted to go ahead and end it.
And he said,
Why would he want to do that?
well, he was getting old,
I know that, but
and he was sick. I don't know about that.
okay. Well, he had crippling rheumatoid arthritis is what killed him.
I don't know.
He was in such pain.
I
That he
know
wanted
that.
to
I
end
know
the
he
pain.
was in a lot of pain.
Okay, go ahead.
And he said, Monk, you know, everybody called him Monk. He said, you know that I can't do that. But then he left, got on his buggy and horse, and went on down to see somebody else who was sick. And just before sundown, he come back by. And he gave Grandpa some kind of medicine. Grandpa died. He'd asked him for it, and he gave it to him.
So after Grandpa's death, Uncle Clifton was the oldest boy child in the house, so he kind of started filling in as a father figure.
Snort like that, maybe. He wasn't old enough hard for that, but I reckon he finally decided that what he said would go.
Yeah.
One time, didn't you tell me that?
Monk Grimes,
Was the sheriff.
Your granddaddy.
Yeah.
Grimes was the sheriff. He was also the tax assessor.
Yeah, something like that.
He was tax assessor at one time. Want another one of these? Are you,
Eat that, put it in your own mouth.
man?
Put it in your mouth.
I'm eating one. I'll just wait.
Give it to me then. I thought you would.
I got one. Bake her up.
I don't know where he gets this stuff, but it sure is good.
It's magic.
Magic my foot.
We got our own candy machine in the back.
How long did y'all live with your Grandma Grimes?
Several years, I think, after Grandpa died.
How old were you when she died? You remember?
I have no idea.
And y'all stayed living in her house, didn't you?
Oh, yeah,
After she died,
yeah.
after Grandma Grimes died. Her name was Sara Frances Elizabeth.
My
Mama's got
grandpa,
three names.
That's a lot of
Grandma
names.
Powell was Francis.
Okay.
It seemed like Grandma Grimes' first name was Sarah. Yeah. But Grandma Powell was Francis.
Grandma Powell.
Daddy's mom.
I don't know.
I still don't understand why we got a graveyard full of only 2 families.
There's like two cousins, married 2 cousins. That's what it was.
Double first cousin.
Whatever it is. Anyway, we won't belabor that fact.
Double first.
Double first cousins. Okay. Anyway, and one of them still living, isn't she? Waddy
What
is 102 or
Yeah, she's
3,
103. She is here.
Good Lord.
and she doesn't look at it all.
No, she doesn't at all. I don't know how clear her mind is. I think she's
But they,
pretty- I think
the
she's
home
pretty
place,
clear.
the home place was over at, right across from Uncle Bush's house, right? Where Uncle Bush and Aunt Jenny lived.
No, he lived closer to the Bellevue Highway than we did.
What I'm saying is, across the road was the home place land.
Oh, yeah.
That's where the land was. Uncle Walter took me one time, he and I were riding around, and the land stretched way on back there. And way on east on Bellevue Road also. It all went all the way down to Big Drain Creek.
I think it did go down to the.
He told me it did, so I mean, I trusted him, so I won't argue with him at all. You don't argue, you never did argue with Uncle Walter, because he had his facts right.
Hard in it, we worked hard in the fields. We
Yeah.
didn't have, things like they do now to pull the corn and all that kind of stuff. And, pick the peas and do that. We had, we done all that, canned the peas, and we had, picked the cotton and all that kind of stuff, and Mom would make our sacks. Out of gunner sacks. We'd get them full of cotton. She'd call us to her and she would pack that cotton to where it was about that deep. And then just twist and twist and twist around the ankles. Ooh, that was bad. And every time it got filled up to the top, she'd call you again and you'd go pack it again.
So she was a slave driver.
No, she wasn't.
Oh, she was.
She just needed some help.
She just needed help. Didn't want y'all dragging around. Except the cotton sack. Well, can you remember about when everybody, as each one would leave the house and go their own way? What about, Uncle Walter?
Clifton married first. Walter went and joined the service.
How old was he when he joined?
I don't remember, but, seemed like CB joined the service too. He did, because he was in service when the war started.
Right.
And they, that whole company that went over there into, I can't remember the name of the other country, but then it was on the other side of a river, and they put them men out on the enemy's side, went back by and blew up the bridge. They had no way to escape, unless they could swim that river or something. I don't know. But I do know that that's where he got killed at.
It was in Holland, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then, they buried him in Holland, and, then when the war was over, Uncle Walter went to his grave a time or two, and I used to have a picture of him, of his grave, and I don't know where it went to.
It's in that book. I think it's in that scrapbook that you made. Remember you made the scrapbook of Uncle CB? You got all kind of pictures in there, him and his buddies with the funny looking flowers on them.
Yeah,
Remember that?
in the breeches down here.
Yeah, they made little bikinis out of flowers.
And they, anyway, when the war was over, they pulled up all them crosses, had his name on the cross at his grave, where he was buried. They pulled them all up, piled them in a pile, went over a tractor and, planted grass. Then they put them things in a rows. Now we don't know where he's buried at, but he still got his dog tag or had it on that lifetime.
Lost in his love. This is my story. This is my song. Praising my Savior all the day long. This is my story. This is my song, praising my Savior all the day long, praising my Savior all the day